We have vegetables of insalata composto, which is like a very salad of vegetables, composite salad. Stimulate the appetite, insalata verde with simple oil and vinaigrette dressing.
Ladies and gentlemen, Lady Gwendolyn on the double-strung harp. And now for that always somewhat regrettable, but always enlightening business portion of our entertainment. We have Bob from corporate to enlighten you on all things developments at the corporate level.
So you would like the collective potatoes brought out instead of any extra offered?
No relation.
If they ask for more, we would give them more. Okay.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Bob. I am a special deputy from the Society for Creative Anachronism, Incorporated. It is my special privilege to go throughout this encampment at Penzing and to inform people and to emphasize the importance of the arts and sciences within the Society for Creative Anachronism, Incorporated. I carry with me, and I'm sure many of you do, an organizational handbook of the Society for Creative Anachronism, Incorporated. So, at this time, if you do not mind, I would like to read some of my favorite passages from the handbook.
He's reading it well. Very sure.
At this time, I do feel it would be necessary, it would be probably well advised for me to share some of the highlights of the Society for Creative Anachronism Incorporated organizational handbook. One of my favorite sentences comes from a brief introduction to the Society for Creative Anachronism Incorporated. The first sentence being, the Society for Creative Anachronism Incorporated is a non-profit educational organization devoted to the study of Middle Ages and the Renaissance. Skipping forward, keep with me if you wouldn't mind, we are going to read now from the bylaws of the Society for Creative Anachronism Incorporated.
Lady, the wind that blows cold from the mountain covers the branches with ice. Out the hot fires that burn in my breast, your eyes promise me paradise. I am a poor man, some say I am half crazy, son of the stones of the earth. I live for your smile, and I yearn for your kisses. Tell me, what is my love for you? And I watch you for hours. I watch every move that you make. I see how the sunlight sits softly upon you. Night, you make my heart break.
roasted turkey. In addition, we have eggplant fried and served with a garlic and basil and virtue sauce.
Bravo.
I just forgot that here it is.
The kale. The kale is amazing.
Well, I can India.
That has my name.
And ravioli.
I won't say that.
Che te vidi, te t'uso che al momento te ami fino alla giorno, che al momento te ami fino alla baroness, Sir Chef. Let's go check on our dancers. While you enjoy a moment's relief.
And we shall be back later. Noci in vino, walnuts soaked in wine. Parmigiano Reggiano, parmesan. Pesce in vino, peaches soaked in wine. Neve, snow, and wafers.
Oh, okay. That's a nice start. Yeah, the watermelon didn't make it down here, so we get peaches.
professional kitchen. We're just like doing sort of a trailer.
You know what? If we had had even just the one butane burner, we could have done stuff like that.
Oh,
But we could have done it.
we could have. Yeah, we did it wisely. We did it very wisely from our own experience.
Mes pauvres sans les
You're not supposed to have it. This is a great recording.
The jelly smooth.
That's wonderful. She's wonderful. Do I take violin or too?
We hope that you enjoyed our music, our song, and our dance. We hope that you enjoyed our company. We have enjoyed yours. With that, I bid you goodbye. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
I would like to introduce you to the group this evening.
Please. Oh, I know that one, and that one, and that one. Don't know that one.
Where's my good husband?
Okay, who did the eggplant?
Raymond!
That's my apprentice.
I like everything.
Those are the carrots.
And the spinach.
You did the carrots.
That was the kale.
Lemon chicken.
Yay, Ginny!
Parsnip.
That was wonderful.
I think it's the first time my lady has ever eaten carrots in her life.
And parsnips. Oh my God. Oh my God.
We're going to have shiny hair now.
So, we've just got done with the feast. Why did it happen?
Good question, because I am completely insane. The actual true story behind it is that a young man was injured. He did not have health care. And there was an auction to try and raise some money for him, and I saw it going on, and they maybe had raised about, I don't know, $1,000, and I felt compelled to offer something. So I offered a dinner that I would create based on a period document, and people were so excited about the idea that they started to get on board, like, can I help with it? Can I do something? Can I do? And so this dinner for 4 went to dinner for 8, and it became dinner for 12, and then it just blossomed into this amazing event of a reproduction of a menu from August of 1570 in 2010. And so all these master cooks jumped on board, and all of their dependents and people that were interested in working on it. So that's how it came to be.
I gathered up all of the information from all of the cooks that were participating and from all of the people who were contributing even the smallest of dishes, whether that was something as simple as a piece of candy to something as big as a roast turkey. And I made sure that we had enough coverage of variety, of type, and a good balance of information on meats, cheeses, vegetables, so that they had what would have been experienced at a feast in August in Italy during the 1500s.
I made the master chef, her outfit, based on the manuscript, or based on the cookbook from Scappi, and so we took it from one of the images directly from the cookbook for her to be able to wear something that was as authentic as possible.
I was I suppose, the director of entertainment and also part of the entertainment.
Excellent. What all did you do?
Played guitar, sang some songs, accompanied a fiddler, played some drums, and introduced a number of very good musicians and some dancers. We had a Andalusian dance to the accompaniment of guitar and voice and drum. We had some old Irish music. We had some newer Irish music. We had some people doing Italian Renaissance dance who brought their own musicians, so mandolin and quarter. Lovely pieces all. One of the other staff volunteered out of the blue to step up and sing an a cappella song. That worked well also.
What was your favorite part of that whole feast?
Well, I think the favorite part was there's some relatively old and obscure songs that I do. But people in this group knew. So it was interesting that when I started singing Tourbillon or Jean Nous en prie, they knew the song, so I knew I had to do a really good job. It made me strive a bit harder. But it was great because they appreciated the music, and an appreciative audience for musicians is really important.
There were a lot of cooks in the kitchen. How did you wrangle them all? How did you get them to work well and play well together?
It's a little bit like herding cats. However, in a kitchen, when you have a group of people who have worked together at any time in the past, they have a common link, and that's to provide food that make people happy. And many of us have worked together on multiple occasions over the course of the last 20 years of my life. Some of these people I would trust them like my sister. And it's not hard to get them to cooperate when you have that much invested in each other and in what was going to happen. We wanted to see this happen. However, we did this by using modern augmentation, by using the internet, by using the phone. We called each other. We actually never met except for the first time when we talked about what we wanted to do. We never met again until today. And we discussed it via internet and figured out what our plan was, and then we showed up with everything and executed this amazing 4-course dinner.
I think that everybody was amazed that this was something that could be done with essentially one burner and otherwise adverse conditions that would otherwise flummox the average cook. And considering the talent that we had available, I don't think anybody would doubt that we had far above the average cook.
I think as a whole, the thing that came to me as what went particularly well is that one of the guests stopped me before she left. And she said, and she was quite a food person, and she said this was the singular most incredible event she had ever attended in the course of being involved in this historical society for over 3 decades. And she said that in addition to it being incredible in and of itself because of the experience, the food flowed together completely like it was a symphony, that everything just bounced off of each other. There were no conflicting flavors or harsh combinations that made you feel like you couldn't eat it. And what really came to me was that just how much of a genius that Bartolomeo Scappi really was, because he wrote these menus in August before 1570, published in 1570, but what he was working with was what was seasonal in August of 1570. And in this part of the world, we are actually in a very similar type of geography, terroir, if you were. So all the flavors came together naturally because that's what was naturally to happen. So what was executed was a confirmation of Bartolomeo Scappi's genius.
Would you be interested in doing this all over again?
Oh, sure. Yeah, it was an experience. The space was good. The tapestries were hung. The candelabras were lit. There was a sumptuous spread. People were in beautiful garb.
I absolutely would. I love doing this kind of thing, and I enjoy helping out any chance I get.
I'd do it again in a heartbeat. My God, I'm so stuffed. We are overachievers, every one of us, so there was so much food for everyone, even the people who just lived here.
Oh, come on, man. Pick it up. There we go. Feel better doing it?
I know what you're doing.